And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Jones looking to throw right away. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Giants. Kenny Golladay, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones to the 43, 2nd down. So this matchup, the second of 3 games in London this year. Vikings and Saints were here last week, and then the Broncos and Jags, they'll be at Wembley at the end of the month. Plus this year, remember, a 4th European game, our first one ever in Munich, Germany. And it'll be the Bucs and the Seahawks November 13th. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll roll him out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Yeah, this will be a Giants 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Those defense for the Packers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Packers at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Credit that to the former Georgia Bulldog, Azeez Ojulari getting in there to bring him down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw, it's Rodgers. On the move to his left. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Giants will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. They find some open field here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. He'll find Aguara complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Rodgers now to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, the offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it again with Barkley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he will have a Giants first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now Jones. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And Barkley did not get there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Gano's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. Throw complete to the tight end, Tonyan. Finding room at midfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. On play action, it's Rodgers. He'll go right back to Tonyan. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down. And again, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So still 14 yards to go, second down. Throwing Jones. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 30 on second down, Jones. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. 98 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That's to Golladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Golladay in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And the ball is loose. Dillon lost it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
Just had to hold on to the ball.
So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn getting set for quarter number 3 here. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. So they take the deficit into the lockers. You know they had plans to receive the football. A nice drive, instead a fumble on the kickoff.
And that can be demoralizing right there because, as you pointed out, they had designs on coming out and, okay, we're going to change things here in the second half. Instead, with a deficit already, they cough it up, and now they've got to find a way to keep the score from mounting bigger against them. Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Second down, here's Barkley again. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate that feels pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Daniel Bellinger punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Rodgers again now. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 41.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. 110 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 2nd down and 4. Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quay Walker came through to make the sack. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Akins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
They go play action here on 1st down. Here's Johnson with a reception. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Gano the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto. And so the clock.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. 3 quarters have come and gone. Welcome back now here in London.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Kenny Galladay with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down.
He's got a man complete. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
That's caught by Galladay. Touchdown, Giants. Kenny Galladay. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Gano the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
in this position, trying to get back into the game. Teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And into the end zone, it's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards.